Good morning, children. How today, huh? Oh, little bastards. Alright, what the fuck am I doing now? Look, the thing's been jumping around while I haven't been looking at it. Oh, that's right. Weird Chinese arcade games. This feels like it would be the software running in the background of, like, some of those slightly more modern ticket games. I mean, I don't know how many of them you've seen, but, like, it used to be, you know... I never saw, like, Whack-A-Mole in Brisbane, but there was one with, like, crocodiles coming out of little, you know, caves. And it was just mechanical, you know. It was just like, here comes a little, you know, you whack the fucking thing. But then, like, after a while, like, some of them started having, you know, a screen and some kind of little, you know, fucking actual thing going on. And it sort of, it really did look like those kind of early Flash games almost. Just kind of bare minimum in terms of fucking animation. Just another thing to get the kids to come up and fucking try to get tickets. Never did fall for those things. I wanted to play a video game. You know? If I lose $1 dying in fucking King of Fighters 94 straight away, fine. That's a skill issue. Alright. Oh, fuck me. Alright. Okay. Oh, okay. Fucking... I'm up there, am I? Alright. Like, am I supposed to catch this shit? I was the turtle. I thought I was... I mean, I think the controls are a little mixed. Like, you're controlling turtle and... Oh, alright. I really think that's it. Like, you just fucking do... you know... I feel like I am right about, like... this being just some fucking addendum to a big physical thing that, you know, if I don't have it, it's just not fun. You know, like if I was standing in an arcade hurling balls at some kind of plush rabbit, it'd be like, alright, you know. It's like the way MAME keeps emulating old, like, fruit machine software for, like, those sad quasi-gambling things you'd see in, like, British pubs and shit. I don't know, man. If your video froze, it sounds like everything's working on my end. Race car! Huh. Alright, come on, Taiwanese outrun. Oh, goddammit, not the folder. Rabbit. Car. Alright, which of these is the actual thing? Oh, what? Fuck. No, don't go away. I wanted to see what that was. Go back. Back, I say. Future... Fucking... I gotta screenshot that. Super MS 200E. Future joystick. I want one of these. Fuck, what's pause? Like, pause emulation. Ah, shit, I can't even fucking remember. I never used that feature. That's the problem. Look at that. Some kind of fucking... That is a wild driving fucking controller. I'll look that up. I wonder if I can get that on eBay. Alright, let's just steady on now, alright? I have a little thing called the speed limit. Look at that. Look at that thing. I want one of those. The only fucking... Because I just wanted, like, a shitty fucking wheel, right? Like, a shitty one. Like, one that doesn't even have force feedback or anything. Like, just a fucking rubber band inside. To, you know, play the really early console fucking games. And I did get one on AliExpress, but it was like... It had a dead zone in the center that's just made it fucking unusable. Oh, okay, that's confusing. I'm the red car. And I also have that thing down the bottom, which is fucking with me a little bit. I mean, like, you know, aside from the sound... Is there gears? There probably is. Maybe not. What was that? I mean, it's playable. Like, you know. Hey, you guys are cheating. Alright, look, there's gotta be gears in this fucker. Where's the fucking... Why am I not going faster? Race car. Start. Alright. Yeah, I don't think there is... At least there's nothing that says gears. Stop fucking hurting me. Race over. My result can't take me to the next race. Alright, look, what the fuck is that thing called? Super MS200E. Alright. I gotta look this thing up. No, don't fucking get out of the way. Super MS200E. It does exist. Fucking, where are you, mouse? Fucking, no, go away. 200, ah, man. Look at that. It's a car, it's a plane, it's a bike. Because there's no motorcycle controllers. The fuck was that? I swear something just happened. You know, there are basically 2 motorcycle controllers that they released, and they're hideously expensive and hard to find. You know? This does play into bike, this does everything. Why doesn't this exist today? You know? You can't even find, like, pointing. You can't even find, like, you know, an adapter for, like, an existing wheel. Oh, man. $250. I'm not spending $250 on it. That is just a bit fucking much. No, I don't think it's the cat. That's the thing, because the cat's laying there asleep. And when I looked around, the cat was just as confused as I was, which is a bad sign. Because it was a weird noise. Oh, okay. Alright, I know what it is. It's fine. I had, like, Omega Supreme holding, like, a pile of forms that I gotta fill out, and they fell down. So that's fine. Nothing's gonna kill me. It's not something trapped in the room somehow. Which, look, is not impossible. Like, there are two birds that'll come into the house. One is smart and can get in and out happily. And sometimes I'll be sitting there in the lounge room and I'll see it just go ding, ding, ding and do its little jump, and it's on the dining room table. And it just sort of waits there, and then I'll go over and feed him. And then there's one that goes into the house, and then that's as far as it can go. It cannot figure out how to get out of the house. It's a fucking hassle getting it out. And, like, sometimes I won't even know it's happened. I'll just be walking into the kitchen, and I'll just hear, like, near my head. And it's, you know, it's a weird thing to have that something's near your fucking head thing in the house. Like, that's not a thing that should occur. And usually if it does, somehow, like, there's, like, a really big cockroach or a grasshopper or something. And this is definitely bigger. Your brain knows it's bigger. And so it's just like alarm bells go off because now something large is near your head. And, you know, and I turn around and it's just this bird going, "Aah!" What even does Slender Man do? You know? I'll just punch him in the dick. He's that fucking tall. You nonsense cryptids don't scare me. Ooh, VGA. Give me that shit. You know, I don't think I've ever played this at, like, a sane, like, frame rate. Because I know I rented it for, like, either the Mega Drive or the SNES, but it absolutely, neither of those could, you know, run this fucking thing. I definitely seen it on... Alright, okay. Yeah, it uses the mouse. That is wild. But, analog, you know. Alright, I'm gonna put it to auto and hope it is sensible. It probably won't. I'll probably have to fiddle with it. But, you know, here we go. Alright, so that's option. Alright, so the D-pad's not doing stuff. We gotta accelerate, decelerate. Okay, gear neutral. Alright, so that's... let's just go auto roadster. Auto speedster. Fine, that'll do. Yep, okay. So we're on mouse controls for some reason. Woo! I don't know why. I probably have to fiddle with it to get it to be. It is not a comfortable process playing this with a mouse. That little dial down the bottom, like you can see a little white dot, that's like you're turning. Oh no! Ah. Alright, look, why? Because I've got like fucking, maybe there's an option or something I missed. Alright. I'll try this. Sound Blaster. At least we got sound. Press O for options. Alright. Okay, buildings, fields, control device. Alright, look, how do I... okay. Now we're talking. Did this start live? Fucking... Ah, come on. I just want a race car. Is that too much to ask? Ugh. I'd make myself at home in the back rooms, you know? Alright, I'm probably gonna, yeah. Alright, what car did I use last time? It was like the fucking... the Roadster or something, wasn't it? No, it was a Speedster. Alright. Fuck it, I'm gonna sort that out another day. I might do like a racing game evening once I've got the fucking... I'll get the fucking wheel plugged in. I found a GameCube wheel for sale at like the local like retro game store. And it works through the fucking GameCube adapter I've got. And the end result is, I mean, it doesn't have an acreage of a dead zone. So you can actually use it. Race Drivin. This was an arcade game originally, wasn't it? Probably, yeah, I think I vaguely remember trying to get this going properly on MAME. Yeah. I hear they have a treatment for Race Mania now. Fair play is strictly prohibited. Alright, this looks like it could be actually fun. Alrighty. Okay, alright. D-pad works, that's nice. I don't know what a chicken ride is. Bump and hump. P. Okay. Badmobile. Fatso. Pooch. Big boot. Ranger. Buster. Mud Muncher. That sounds filthy. Lightning. I can't afford these ones. Spearface. Alright, let's just be sensible. Alright, well, the Badmobile. You know. Can't argue with that. Alright, so there's like all this extra stuff to buy. It's kind of like Mario Kart, but you gotta buy your weapons and shit. Yep, alright. Little, you know, get out of a fucking move, you minge. Alright. There's people on there's fucking pedestrians. This is fucking great. Gotta learn how to drive, but it's still. You know, Blade soundtrack, can't argue with that. Oh, fuck me. Alright, that was a power-up. I thought those were mines. I've been, like, deliberately avoiding those fucking things. Oh, you fucking minge. I don't know how I got a power up. This is the kind of music you hear when, like, it just says, like, soundtrack by Prodigy, but, like, it's not any specific songs. They just, like, I don't know, hung out and did the sort of incidental music for it. Oh, suck shit. That guy got fucked. Get out of the way, you fucking minge. I don't know, maybe there's... I'm running over those things sometimes and I don't get stuff, so I'm not sure how... Oh, wait, nope, there I go. Fuck me. That's that situation where sometimes it's not good to have an amazing speed boost. Oh, they've already beat me. That's good! That was good! Look at that. Fucking good game. Race Mania, Flare Software. There's 20 tracks, you know, 10 vehicles. There's 14 thumping music tracks. That is something I would actually play recreationally, you know? Okay. Oh, well, it's horses. In potentially the saddest. Breedling? No, yeah, the duck in the sushi restaurant. Oh, that's funny. An elegantly simple, horribly addictive horse racing game. You can either code a game or you can draw a horse. Those two things are mutually exclusive. Fucking look at that thing. Okay, betting $100 on fucking, I don't know, grave situation. Can't argue with that. Win. Fuck it, I'll never get it. I'll never get it. I'll never get it. Race. Okay. Let's just get into this one. I want to be surprised. I don't want to know anything past that fucking option screen. I think that's the problem, is horse breeding has been left to, like, just the people who want to race them, you know? Like, I want to see some horses, like, if dog breeders were getting at them, you know? Like, just these munted things. Can't, like, look after themselves. Can't even eat grass in the wild, really, you know? Because you could just do fucked up shit. You could breed one so it's like a fucking, you know, one of those drag racing vehicles that has really big back tires. Like, you could have a horse that's got stubby front legs and huge back legs, you know? You could have this thing, this crime that shouldn't exist. That'd be fun to look at. I feel like I'm up close to a fly, or I am a fly. Oh, that was fun. Alright, don't appear to have a mouse. There we are. What? This is depressing. It's like a turn-based race game or some shit. That is sad. Oh, that's not what was in the box. Oh, okay, we got different versions. I feel like that had to have been the 1996 version, so let's play the 1989 version. The horses that are on obstacle courses are that is called steeplechase, which is very stupid. Yeah, but they're all the same horse. Like the polo horse, the horse racing horse, and the steeplechase horse, they're all the same fucking horse. Like they're probably not putting the fucking fast ones into, you know, but they're not like, you know, they're not the French pug version of a horse. Like that tube horse could exist. Someone could come up with a bourgeois fucking horse. I want that. You know, if you, because as it stands, the horse racing horses are a fucking, you know, tragedy of fucking, you know, one of them breaks something, they're completely fucked. One. We'll go one human car. Track one, fine. I don't, you know. Oh, look at that. Okay, wait. Oh. Come on. There we go. Ow, you jerks. Alright, that's a little bit. What is that? Is that someone fucking drunk on the fucking course or a tornado? I kind of don't want either of those. Okay, so there's race car, and then there's race car. Yeah, like I like, you know, Clydesdales just because I also enjoy seeing the biggest of things, you know? Like, what was that fucking monstrosity? Boston Supreme. That's a great name for, like, just the biggest horse. You know, we should do that shit. I mean, the horse is already a tragedy. So, like, you know, if we make some kind of weird-looking purse horses or some shit, you know, it's not like there's not like much was going on for him. Let's just go demonstration. Well, oh boy. It was a tie. Race car. 51 kilobytes. Race a jammer. That's the problem with something like Race Mania, you know? It just put me in such a good mood to have a fun game. Like, genuinely not a fucking... Like, that's a type of game, that little top-down, like, you know, racer. You don't quite see as much. I know they do show up occasionally, but, like... Okay, speed upside down and change direction. Press spacebar. Okay, so I gotta not hit the fucking, you know, the guy. Can't seem to change where I'm going. Oh, okay, I got it wrong who I was. Alright. Fucking turn! Oh. Why the fuck are you all talking about Ed, Ed, and Eddie? Look away for 1 fucking second. My high school friend looked just like the one with the black hat. Like the middle, the skinny one. The one that wasn't retarded and the one that wasn't the ringleader. Is this Poland again? It is! Fuck, man, like, if anything, I think Poland's a bit overrepresented in its contribution, but, like, it kind of explains how, like, you know, because if you're not paying attention, it's just like, you know, you mind your own business, and then suddenly Witcher 3 comes out. And I played through Witcher 1 and 2 before I, played Witcher 3. I still have that one save file, man, never getting rid of it. And, you wonder, it's like, oh, where'd that come from? And it just, for some reason, they have this, I don't even, like, was that a Soviet thing? Like, what the fuck? Okay, so this is a Polish math program starring Santa, I think, is what I'm getting out of this. That's a cooler title than this deserves. Okay. Dodawani? Podzatawawi? Poziom Trudnowski? Can't pronounce that. Oh, well, that's fun. I found the exit. I don't know, I think there's maths or something. I mean, I don't care. Rack 'em. No, not video. Rack 'em. Now the pool parlor is as close as your computer. Oh boy! Look at that 2-piece custom-made pool cue. Carefully, Kermit. If you're in Texas, that might happen. This is a good title sequence for this. I mean, it might need some music. I don't know if there's a way to turn that on. I can't seem to find anything, but, like, that's pretty swish. Oh, look at that guy. We'll go amateur. This is demo. Let's just see some play, Look at these two dudes. Dink. It does need some fucking sound. I don't know why there's no sound. I feel like there should be sound. I mean, if this is animated this well, like, you can make a computer make a tick noise of, like, a fucking billiard ball hitting another billiard ball. This is James Bond versus Games Jond. Well, it's as entertaining as that's going to get. Racter. Alright. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is like ChatGPT. My housemate went to like one of the few Western like sumo tournaments that actually exist, and it was in like some bumfuck area of Texas. And I mean like bumfuck. Not like abandoned rural, but like abandoned in a sad way. And the way he explained this was when he was in the car with one of the guys going to it to pick up another guy going to the sumo thing. The other guy going to the sumo thing came out with a bag. It was in like what they called a bad neighborhood, and he came out with a bag, and on top of the bag was just an AK, and he had a picture of it. And like, that is insane. It's one of those places that's like got next to nothing, and then there's just a giant Walmart that everyone just calls the store. Or the store, I think was the official pronunciation. You know how funny it is that this is not that like far off from like ChatGPT. Apple probably wouldn't like Adam. I'm afraid of soft church mice. What are you afraid of? That's fantastic. I'm afraid of soft church mice. Apple probably wouldn't like Adam. See, this is into that territory of people with damage to their language centers and the way they create just perfect poetry. That's not nearly as bad as softness. Why are you such a coward? Too much softness. If too much softness, then I can see why a silicon apple would cry rather than face dying alone, even though Adam claimed that I am programmed to make love. Next question! You know what? I'm keeping Racter. Unincorporated is such a wild thing to learn about. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. It's such. It really does make me appreciate Australia's civilization. Rad fighter. Oh, please be a homemade fighting game. Damn it! I mean, that actually looks kind of cool, but like, I was hoping we were gonna get a homemade fighting game. Unincorporated. What's that? It's just, you're not even hooked up to the city. Oh, hey, shut up. Alright, nope, now I'm here. Alright, I'm not sure how I got, like, fucking two-player mode going. Alright. This is one of those weird ones. I'm just gonna fucking... Yeah, no one can beat me while I'm doing the wussy whirlwind. Yeah! Yeah, I'm firing in every direction! I'm gonna see if I can win this way. There I go. What have you got? What have you got? You've got nothing. See, this is how you beat Skynet, you know? The one thing that you can't code for YOLO. You just can't. I'll keep that. I think if I slowed it down, got it working properly, there'd be something there. Rad Warrior. Oh, I was hoping this was going to be a shitty homemade fighting game. That's pretty rad. It's 2500 AD. Do you know where your anti-radiation suit is? When did Metroid come out? We used to blare Nyan Cat as a Get Out of the Bar song. So I've just always got fond memories of it, like, associating it with, like, the end of work. Like, quite loud, too. It would hurt your ears. Which I probably shouldn't laugh about too much now that I have, like, fucking, ear damage. But, well, you gotta just take your pleasures where you can get them. What the fuck is unincorporated? Oh, alright. Is that monkey throwing jizz on me? Okay, I can throw a rock. I don't think I can jump and throw a rock. Haha! What was that? This is... Ah, fuck off. I don't know if these things are hurting me or if I'm fucking getting rid of them or what's happening. Ow! Ah, right on my head. Hey, you fucking... I'm back. What's that? How can I have it? I want it. Leave me alone. Fuck off. Okay, so, like... Yeah, see, this is the problem of having, like, 3 colors to work with. I wish I could duck throw, you know? Like, if you're running in any direction, shoot becomes jump. I'm not sure why. Alright, I found the hard crash to fucking... Fucking jump forward, you fucking minge. This is, like, close to being good. You know what I mean? Like, it's just on the edge of... Oh, there we go. Okay, look, I want to go back... Ah, I touched too many monkeys. What's that little guy doing his dance? Oh, fuck me. God damn it. But, like, if I fucking... Oh, look. I'm upset I can't fucking kill the cum ape. So, like, if you hold forward while you're running and push jump, it stops dead and does a vertical jump. If you hold forward while you're running and you push shoot, it does a forward jump. That is very annoying. That is almost purpose-built to upset me. Which is a shame, because I feel like there's something there. I mean, the unincorporated places in Australia have an actual population, though? Because, I do feel like inclined to remind people that there's just nothing in the middle here. And I really need to stress, like nothing. There might be, like... Because you might be describing effectively, like, a pastoralist's fucking, bajillion acres of fucking property. Like, I know there was that guy that tried to turn his into his own country. But that's just, like, a joke. That, like... Yeah, like Australia's not like the States. There's like the idea that like, hey, let's just go let people go over there and like, not have anyone pay attention to what they're doing is not as ingrained here. Okay. Okay, he'll touch them all, folks. He'll touch them all, folks. Do you think Ty Cobb is gonna fucking throw a ball at Babe Ruth? No, he's gonna touch them all. Gotta touch them all, gotta touch them all. Yeah, Lord Howe Island, I don't think it's inhabited. Like there may be some lunatic. Like again, I really do want to stress there are places in Australia where there's just nobody for hundreds of kilometers. Like nobody. We're not talking an unincorporated town like a place on a map that's got a name, but like just no humans. There's a difference between that and like, a place that has houses apparently and people, but just no sense of like a functional state. And yeah, police are state-based. Let's have Abner and Alexander demonstrate radio baseball. 382. Those would be some weird cunts. Normal people did not live in those circumstances. That's boring as shit. Oh, we hear radio baseball. Radix Beyond the Void. Alright. Graphics, at least. It's on a CD-ROM. We might get some Eurobeat. Probably a shooter, hopefully, and not a fucking goddamn boring space shipping company sim. I mean, basically Aborigines. I mean, shit, there were like uncontacted Aborigines in the 80s. It's a big space. I doubt there's anyone still wandering around out there who is, not quite up to speed with modern developments. But, like, it's huge. Like, it is a huge space. And the middle of it is an incredibly hostile desert. That you really only, Why is that fucking what? What's going on here? Where's my fucking controls? Why are my controls not working properly? No. Alright. Okay, so it's... This is interesting. This might be like a descent. Holy shit, it is. Alright, that's not... Let's just use the mouse, huh? How about that? The control pad controls are fucking all over the shop. The mouse is inverted, which I'm not a big fan of. Alright. I mean, so far so good. Okay, I got a booster. I don't know how much of this is like... You know, I think this is maybe a slightly bit more on rails. It's like kind of getting fainter, whatever that shit's called. Fucking Panzer Dragoon vibes. Fucking, yeah, don't... What? Oh. Fuck off. Yeah, how do you like me now? Where are you? Ah, damn it. Ow. Yeah, there are underground places in Australia. It's kind of cool. You know, I mean, it makes sense. Alright, so it is kind of an arcadey sort of thing. That's cool. I need to tinker with the controls a little, and I mean like tinker, like that's kind of a, like, alright, I gotta fidget, I gotta come in, I gotta go out. Huh? Well, wasn't expecting that. This feels like a Newgrounds game. Like, plains aren't great, but you can at least grow, like, crops in plains. Like, again, like, it's a desert featuring some of the most weirdly adapted species on the planet. You know, like, there's a frog in that fucking desert. And every, like, decade when it pisses down rain, it'll come up, like, eat, mate, and then what it does is it forms this, like, fucking amniotic sac around its body and buries itself. And it's just in there until the next fucking rain comes, you know? In order to get water out there, like, the Aborigines are some wild shit, man. Like, you dig up a fucking... Alright. Okay, it's Robotron. Ah! I was hoping there was at least going to be some, like, you know... Ah, it reflects! Ah, there's ricochet. Ah, I didn't realize that. Ah! It needs speech, you know? This is without... Or at least Rage Against the Machine songs. You know? I don't want to keep that. If it had an actual Rage Against the Machine soundtrack, I'd have kept that. Okay. Okay, it's Korean. So it could be a brawler. Oh yeah, no. America has deserts. Australia's a desert. Like it's Mars, you know? Like it's why there's 20 million people living in a place the size of the continental US. Like 21 million I think we're up to now. Okay. Oh. We're running a bit quick. Haneen, Kent, and Mungo! Oh, holy shit, look at this. Alright, steady, steady. Alright, I'm still trying to figure out the controls here, because they're fucking batshit. Fucking. That's a bit slow. Alright, that's fast enough for me to learn what's going on at least. Alright, down is like fucking punch is the problem. I mean, that's, you know. Look, fuck off. Yeah, eat shit. Alright, what the fuck? Okay, up, down, left, right. Low punch, mid punch, guard, heavy punch. Okay. I mean, I'm not feeling that in terms of, like, you know. Stop it. Like that, I'm not getting fucking. This is no fucking. I'm getting no fucking goddamn attacks where they're supposed to be, so I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Like, stop it. Down is just gut punch. Like, this feels like one I might actually have to fucking fiddle with in the game itself. I mean, though, for a fighting game that is, I think, definitely homemade. From 94. I mean, that's interesting. You know, that's a fun little discovery. And it's not what I'd call great. There is... You need pushback. You always need pushback. You know, that's one of these things that just don't fucking... You know... Yeah, Tekken's got some wild characters. I mean, it's hard. I almost want to exclude the anime fighters because they're fucking stupid to begin with. You know, there was what looked like a fucking old karate man in one of the fucking stupid Guilty Gears or some shit. And then it turns out that the karate man is just a mecha that, like, this girl is piloting. And I remember when my brother made me play that, and then I found that out, and I was just so upset. The 80s really fucked the States up. That's what happens when you win a propaganda war. You know, suddenly all the nonsense you've been saying to make Russia angry just becomes true. And you go insane. I don't know why this screenshot's in here. Like, I was just so annoyed, because he looked normal, you know? I was like, alright, you know, it's fine to have... It's fine for Street Fighter to have Blanka and other characters that are kind of wacky, you know? And it's fine for a fucking anime fighter to have just a normal guy, you know? Just have a normal guy show up. That's fun. Look, a normal guy, everybody, in the fucking fighting game. But then it's just like, it's a mech. And I just... You know, it wasn't like some stupid anime girl that turns into a fucking karate master when she's mad or something. You know, it's like, alright, that's fine. But, like, just, it's a fucking mech. And it's like, why? Why are you like this? This is why these stereotypes are around. Alright. I'm going to the turlet so we can have this remix. How did the music stop? Ah! It's so funny that this starts with, like, your parents giving you the money to start a business. This... I don't want to play everything wrong with the modern world. Look like the parents at the start of fucking... Johnny's parents from fucking, Oh, wow, Raiden. Sweet. Hopefully they don't fuck this up. Johnny's parents from the start of Starship Troopers. Oh, CD audio, fuck yeah. There's a good chance of this being really good. I don't know, eat my tits. There we go. Not veteran. Cannot play this at veteran. Not even gonna pretend. Alright. Running a little quick. Still feels a bit fast there. That's definitely a bit slow. I wasn't ready. Alright, so we're having that awkward problem of like... Fuck me. You know, like, it's fine. It being fine when, like, nothing is happening, but then the second something happens, it's like, oh! Yeah, give me some fucking power up. Shit. Right, that is absolutely, yeah, there's zero way I can play it at this speed. Alright, so I gotta tinker the speed, but look, that, you know... That's otherwise Raiden. Yeah, it's not rags to riches if your parents give you the money to start a fucking business. That's like, that's clothes to riches. What else has Raiden on it? There we go. Da, da, da. Yeah. I mean, if there's one thing you can rely on the TurboGrafx for, it's like fucking shooters. See, like, I mean, bear in mind, this does get a lot fucking harder. But, like, it's also, you know, like, I like shoot 'em ups, I just don't want to play a bullet hell. And it's, you know, the thing is, if you're going to be releasing anything like this these days, you know, it's got to appeal to the bullet hell people, because that's just what it's about, you know. You know, and if you collect them in the same color, you get, like, ooh, almost touched a bullet there, because I'm a dummy. You know, you get, like, the little fucking... The gun you've got gets better, which I prefer. I like, you know, you gotta stack that shit, otherwise you're gonna wind up with something lame, you know? Hell yeah, look at that. Dun, 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 dun. Look, fuck off. Alright? Leave me alone. I don't like these big fucking cunts. Like, no, I'm dead. I should have used the bomb, but I didn't. The people who find Rick aspirational aren't even sociopaths. They want to be sociopaths. Sociopaths are functional. They're just, you know, angry and broken. Raiders of the Forbidden Mine. Ah, shit. One of these fucking borrowing games. Borrowing and shoving. Shit used to be a fucking genre. You've been mining gold dust for years when you finally discover gold dust. You know what that calls for. Yeah, always design a society with you being at the bottom of it. I will just get this stuck in my head from time to time. I think I'm dying. Oh, that's me at the top. That's a fucking great fucking theme. Alright, well that can fucking die. Wait, when did I start? Ah, fuck man, I got 14 minutes over. Eat shit. Well, at least we got some fucking gold dust in there. Raiders of Italy can be a tomorrow problem. There was a period when like WWE fucking themes were like really fucking like good and kind of different and shit. You know? That really appears to have gone. Licensed music, like fucking, you know, copyright music should be free, fair use for wrestling themes. It's the only sane choice. You know? It's fair use. Just like Grado used fucking Madonna. Don't be a fucking baby. No. Yeah, there really was a lot, like a combination of the, you know, the creative dearth of the 2000s and then that obsession with branding, you know, to the point where everything has to be drilled into you, and it just created this homogenization. It's like every fucking song needs a pop start thing, and then fucking, you know, here's your fucking music. I mean, there have been good examples of modern ones, like fucking... It's funny, because the one that they were using for fucking... Oh, God, what's his name? Bobby Roode. Was the one they were originally going to give Shinsuke Nakamura. And I'm glad they didn't, because it wound up working out better the other way around. Because Nakamura's is great, and so is Bobby Roode's. Oh well. Alright, where are we? I don't know, I can't think. Oh, but that's right, I want one of those multi-system MS200Es. Like, there's no motorcycle controllers, you know? That really sucks. I mean, look at this shit. Look at that. You know, something like this, but like, you know, with some force feedback or something. It's a car, it's a plane, it's a bike. It's all things to all people. You know, pedals that went on the ground. Because, like, I've been looking at, because there are two commercially released fucking controllers in the modern world that have, like, you know, actual analog detection and shit for, like, motorcycles. Damn near impossible to fucking find, at least, particularly in Australia. And the only other fucking motorcycle controllers I can find are things that are, like, you know, several $1,000 rigs that detect tilt. And it's like, look, I can't, I don't want to ride, you know? I feel like there's a cheap way to do this. You know, it's just because it's just that thing of like something like this is a niche product. You know, you're not gonna get a lot of fucking, you're not gonna get a lot of sales if you're gonna make it. But again, it's just plastic on top of shit that already exists. You know, like it probably would be feasible to sort of make something myself, but also fuck me running. It'll be an uphill battle. As it stands, the major 3D print fucking little, you know, goal I have at the moment is 3D printing a Legends scale Wolverine Jeep. That was a file set someone made for like $5 on, I don't know, 3D Cult or something. It definitely looks feasible. Like I've downloaded it. I've had a look of it, look at it in the slicer and whatnot. The other one that I really want to try, but is also way more complicated, is a really good. It's like 12 inches tall, but it's like to scale with Legends figures, like Sentinel, because there are no good Sentinel figures. It's fucking baffling. Like the best thing that we've got is like that fucking HasLabs thing, and that's like $3,000. And as someone who buys a lot of like, you know, pricey fucking plastic toys, there's a happy medium. Like there's a middle ground between the shittiest, a figure with like no elbows and a fucking HasLab $3,000 thing. That's an insane solution, Pizza Guy. I think you're sort of missing the point here. If I could touch things in VR, I'd probably have a better use for VR. You know? Let's get on top of that first. Because you still need something to hold. Like you need like again, it doesn't having an overlay just like a VR is just an overlay. I still need to grip something. Like VR would work with the driving cabinet because you can like, you know, sort of figure out where the wheel is. Like I've thought about that, but it's a bunch of extra effort. And I just don't want to do it. I don't care that much. And so much of it's for like the goddamn F1 people. And look, I'm happy for him because you can't get like, you know, no one's gonna. I'm just gonna casually drive F1 on the weekends. That doesn't happen. You know, you have to be a fucking Finnish replicant or your dad owns like some fucking Central American country. Those are your options. And if you know, look, that's rare. Yeah, but like the fake again, it's not the machinery that's the hard part. Literally the fake plastic is the hard part. Like it just doesn't exist, you know. If I had the skills, I could probably like assemble one myself. you know. Even something that were an attachment for whatever the fuck, one of the Logitech wheels. Those have like swappable wheels, so you could take it off, you could put on a motorcycle controller, but it's just like it's just so many notches outside of my skill set. But can't do it. Yeah, like all the mechanics is there. Like a little rev, like a little rotationary controller in there. Like after that, getting the fucking, it's just getting that, knowing how to wire it properly. Because, I mean, the stuff's there. You just use the same fucking paths as, like, the wheel. There's the pedals, you know. Or even, like, the analog flaps that they've got on the wheels. Like, you just have those as the, you know, wiring for the potentiometers on the fucking handlebars. You can maybe put a tilt in there if you're building it from the ground up. Like, I have seen a few really fucking rough ground up builds, don't get me wrong, that would potentially work. Some using, like, Wiimotes and shit, which is extremely cute. But it's just weird to me that there's not a, it's, for me making it at home, it's incredibly complicated. For somebody with a fucking company that makes controllers, it's butt fuck simple, you know? A chimp could do it, but it's just that thing of it's too niche and nobody cares. I mean, I wouldn't hugely even need haptic feedback. Like it'd be nice, but again, I'm trying to think of this in terms of like a problem I can legitimately solve myself. Because again, there were two commercially made for like around the PS3 360 era, and they do work on the PC, but they're also like getting one sent to Australia would be 250 USD and then 250 USD to ship the fucking thing. So, we're talking on fucking what could easily be 700 fucking dollars, which is absolutely ridiculous. Well, I mean, it's not for one game though. Like that's the thing. It's using existing controller components. It's just, again, there's nothing remotely unique to these motorcycle controllers that you can't just use parts that are around. You know, two, three, it's a couple of buttons, one rotational for the fucking accelerator, and a fucking, analog stick for the tilt. Turn, rotate, 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 tilt. That's it. And then some buttons. And like, as someone who's bought fucking buttons online, trust me, not expensive. It's just getting that all into like a fucking, workable shape is, outside of my skill set. But like once you've got that, because there are a lot of fucking, there are even, the weird thing is there are some like, what you might like sim level, like pro level fucking motorcycle racing games on like Steam and shit, which is what made me think that maybe there'd be at least something, like there just got to be some kind of fucking thing for these people, otherwise they'd be all going insane. But apparently no, that's it. Your choice is either some fucking $1,000 goddamn, hookup that you fucking sit on, which would be fun for like some kind of hang-on style thing, but I mean, Christ and a cross, these aren't cheap, and they take up a huge amount of space. It's weird that there's no like, all right, meet me halfway, There's a space between like fucking, thing that requires its own room and Xbox controller. And there's probably a space further down here. Yeah, I do. I need to. Well, you need to. If you make me Patreon rich, I'll sort this out. Because I mean, that's the thing. Is like, if it was just like, even if the instructions were out there, because like this basically is what happened with light guns. It was for ages nothing was going on, and then whatever his name is started working on the Sinden, and then JB pulled out the fucking 4-point IR system, and then everyone was like, oh, okay, yeah. And like you can just 3D print a fucking gun. You can buy the, Arduino shit that you need online. And bingo bango, you have a functional fucking, you can have recoil and shit like that, you know? It is, like, it's a bit fiddlier than I'd want to personally do, but it's very fucking feasible, you know? Perfectly fucking workable to produce your own thing. If they were like, buy these things, maybe, you know, buy or 3D print this shit, and then assemble it thusly, there you go, you know? Tilt, turn, rev, motorcycle controllers. Like, all right, there we go. You know, that might be something. But like having a raw dog, like fucking, you know, concoct the whole thing. It did work on Shinzo Abe. Fucking weird cult that runs Japan. To learn more about that, play Killer 7. All right. Well, it's Wednesday. And I need to have some breakfast and work out and get a hold of Amber so I can get the useless tart to put some shit on the fucking internet. Because we are sitting on a fucking... me beating the shit out of her at fucking Guilty Gear and Ever Felt Like This. So... should be hopefully up sometime soon. Until then, make me Patreon rich so I can make all my Berserk dreams come true, because they will have flow-on benefits to the rest of you. And watch my show, or I'll bash your fucking kids.